Yo, it's that time. Welcome for the end of day report with yours truly, Dex the Algo Capitalist, coming to you live from PulseWave home of the world famous PulseWave price trigger reports that we put in your hand each and every trading day. All right, so sorry I'm a little bit late, running late. I was doing some algo stuff, making sure the reports get out so that everybody can get well positioned ahead of what's going on up in here. All right, so we pretty much seen back to back inside type days, whether you were paying attention to it or noticed it or not. And that's what we're seeing. US stock indices are just trying to determine and make up their minds what it is that they want to do and where it is they want to go. So that's why we're not really seeing too much. We're just seeing a wide range of things just going up and down, up and down, up and down, but not really going anywhere. Just more up and down, up and down. And we are definitely moving in a sideways step right now. Okay, so we do need to talk about a few things. So we're going to jump right into it. Today, we're going to start a little bit different. All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do futures first. All right. So the first chart we got up here is the Dow futures. As you can see here, we have hit a top in the market. Crash alert, productive. Next crash alert, productive. And we're operating within the last crash alert, which is and has been productive. So I'm expecting more downside to come in the Dow. I think the little pop that happened today was just going to set us up for the next leg down. So we're looking at that with some intensity. All right, moving right ahead. On the next one, we got the wheat futures. Again, coming off of crash alerts, and I'm expecting more downside productivity here as well. Next chart we got here is soybean futures. Soybean futures have been trying to work in a different setup. Now, we have this nice production off of this crash alert, right? Then the market just turned on a dime and is now bumping back up toward resistance. So right now, I think this rally stands a good chance of being sold off. We'll see if I'm right or not, but it looks like we could fail up here. So of course you trade what you see, but as of right now, like I said, it just depends on what the market wants to do at this point. But right now, it's looking like we're probably going to get sold like we did back here, and then we produce this. So soybeans are trying to decide what they want to do. All right, taking here now a look at corn. Corn right now has been trying to take off like the soybeans did, but it's been under distribution too. Crash alert, got that production. So it tried the rally. You had like 2 days of the market trying to give some production here, fill this gap, but all the market did was come back down here and fall again. So I think the market seems to be supported around the trend line support. So we'll probably see the market get bid back up tonight into tomorrow for one more chance of coming up here to fill this gap and probably get back toward maybe 345 or 350 if it's lucky. So we'll see what happens on this one. But the play for right now, I think, is going to be to the upside temporarily. All right, looking at silver. Okay, here we go. The mighty, mighty silver. Now, unless you've been hiding under a rock, you don't know that there was a rally alert given back here. We have been getting mad production from that rally alert. And what can I say? The market is breaking out. It is rallying. The bull is back. Let's see how long it will last. We got trend line, price, everything top side of the Kumo cloud and rising. So at this point right now, I think this is trying to get to at least 21.50, and then we'll see where it goes from there. If we change the binocular settings and pull up the weekly, you can see here that the market This is a major move in silver. This is a major move. Not only did the market take out resistance, it closed above the resistance zone, which was also a wide trading range. It's cleared that now. Trading range is cleared. Next target for this is 2,100. All right, which is $21. So $21 is the next target. All right, we hit $21 before we hit 2,100. Don't be surprised to see how powerful this thing can get. It can get quite powerful. So eyes and ears open if you're on this one. The position is the long side of the market. That's what's up. Bulls are in control of the market, and you're in a bull market, and so be it. I think it has more life in it. I think we go to 21. All right, 21. Here we come. All right, the Russell My Hustle. So the Russell My Hustle is still operating under the auspices of a crash alert, and it's been having some bullish weekly trend momentum, which has been kind of keeping the downside production at bay. We have not really gotten the production we were hoping for. So we still got 3 more days of trading. Either that or we get another signal. But for right now, we're still looking for this thing to break down. All right, next one on the board is crude oil futures. Crude oil futures are still sideways with flatline momentum. If anything, the market should be pulling back, but hey, trend line support is still the initial target I got on it, if and when it ever gets there. Now, the mighty NASDAQ 100, as you can see here, it's been very strong, right? Then you had this pullback here. You got no downside production yet, but you can lead the market 3 to 5 days out. I think the market is in danger of being sold from tonight into tomorrow's trading. We shall see. But right now, it's any man's guess what the NASDAQ 100 may or may not do. But it is looking like this right here has been a very hard and tough fought. It's not the normal upward trajectory you would normally see in extremely healthy markets. These pullbacks, although not corrections, have been still significant pullbacks along the way. And then you have this thing up here. So I'm thinking that this one is ripe for a correction. All right, a major correction, because it's really never had it. It's had pullbacks, I'll grant you that, but no corrections. So let's see what happens. Let's see if this market can do it. Question mark as to where this thing wants to end up going. All right, here is gold futures. Now, gold futures is nothing like silver, not looking like silver. It's looking like a topping pattern up here, like it wants to fall down, like rallies are getting sold. So I'm expecting this one to pull back between tonight and tomorrow as well. All right. Next, we got the E-mini S&P 500. Again, it's looking like it's a little top heavy up here now. All things being equal, it did manage to close above the resistance zone, all right, which is normally a really good bullish sign. So the play for right now is still on the long side of the market. So it's just been a very difficult chart because you had this elongated stretch and then it just corrected 100%. Then you chopped around, then you broke out, then you chopped, then you broke. So it's just been a really messy chart, and it's been a real difficult grind here in the S&P 500. So yeah, it's been hard. I think we're getting near a top though. All right, so that's that. All right, what else we got? Let's see here. All right, we didn't do, okay, I missed this one. So let's open this one up. This is nat gas. All right, so natural gas right now, we're getting that downside production from the crash alerts. First one was here, got that production. Second one here, getting enormous production. I mentioned that also in this morning's video. I gave you the crash alert, and we did get more selling as the day went on. So I'm looking for this one to continue to drop further. Where it finds support is a really good question that no one seems to be able to answer at the moment. All right, moving right ahead. Excuse me. Moving right along now. We're going to take a look at the forex real quick. All right, let's open these up. All right. Let's see here. Okay, so here's the US dollar index. I did warn you and tell you that it was going to test and or take out the lows, and that's exactly what we got right now. All right. Dollar did exactly as I told you it was going to do. And believe it or not, we still have a lot more downside to go. I think the next extended leg down could get us to maybe 93 to 94, probably in the 93, between about 93.50, the high 93s, I think is where you're probably going to end up stopping and building the support around. But right now, technically speaking, the dollar is still strong. I know it's come off of these, coming down from par. But whenever you're in the 90s in the dollar, that's a strong dollar. 90 and above is a strong dollar policy. Anything below 90 is a weak dollar, a dangerous dollar. And I cannot stress that enough. Hold on for a second. I didn't even notice this. All right, having a technical issue. Bear with me a moment, please. I don't know how this happened. All right. Let's see. All right. So anyway, more downside coming in that dollar. So just be aware of that one. Okay, here is your South African rand. Right now, the market's trying to find a support zone, trying to build a double bottom. You know what I mean? So I think the play is, I think these pullbacks are still probably going to get bid. So I'm looking for the prices to get back toward the trend line resistance. We'll see. We'll see how it does down here. But so far, we haven't gotten any upside production from the rally alert, but we're only a day or two in. All right, looking at the Kiwi, as you can see here, this one here is in a bullish zone as well. So we are expecting rally alert to continue here as well. I'm expecting more upside potential on the Kiwi. I think it wants to go a little bit higher. We shall see. All right, I did Nat Gas futures. Let me take that off of there. All right, the Mexican peso right now also operating under the auspices of a rally alert, hitting some resistance at the bottom of the Kumo cloud, but I think this one wants to push further. I think 23 is the next initial target on the Mexican peso, so I see more upside potential coming for the Mexican peso. Taking a look at the dollar yen. Dollar yen is really consolidated up in here. We got these big dips and then the big rally to come back, then the big dip. Now you're in the rally phase, getting back up here toward a resistance zone. I think the bottom of the Kumo cloud right now is the potential, but then I see it getting sold again. It's just basically caught and stuck in a pattern. And you can see this sideways trading pattern. The trading range has extended. It's a pretty wide range. It's about a 2-point range. You're trading between 108 and 106, respectively. All right, next on the map, we got the British pound. So the pound sterling right now, I see more upside potential here. I think it's going to try to at least get back up to that 128 handle. So 128 is what I'm watching as a possibility. But again, that will be a double top. And then I see the thing coming back down again. So according to the algo chart right now, it's just it's in an upward phase right now. I'm just expecting a little bit more upside, but overall, this is in a trading range still too. You know, we're about to go into August, and technically speaking, you're still trading in a range from June. All right, taking a look now at the euro yen, which is in the beginning stages of a bull run. I think it's going to try to get back up toward resistance, which is around that 124.50 handle. I think that's the initial target, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Will it top out or will it run further? All right, next one we got here is the euro dollar. Euro dollar, more of an aggressive pattern. This one wants to go higher. It's already closed above the resistance zone, and I think 115 is our next target here on the euro dollar. All right, the Canadian dollar. Canadian dollar is still stuck in a bearish zone, and I'm expecting more downside potential in the Canadian dollar. Taking a look at the Aussie. The Aussie right now is consolidating topside the Kumo cloud. However, I am expecting more upside potential as it is trying to wrestle with this resistance zone that it's trading in. It does have the potential to get back up to the 71.50 handle, however. All right, now it is time to do some crypto. So let's go ahead and pull up these crypts. All right, pull up the crypts. Get this on and popping. All right, here we go. All right, so first chart we got here is Ripple. So you finally got that downside production from the crash alert. Now you're operating under the auspices of the rally alert, and the market has chosen to drop down and go the other way. So until and unless we have another signal within the next couple of days, I'm still waiting for the upside production to come with the rally alert. So I have to see where this thing goes from here. But I do believe that the pullback will be bid back up again. All right, Litecoin right now has a rally alert as well. And this is just day one, so I'm expecting upside here in the next couple of days and Litecoin as well. Same thing with Ethereum. If Ethereum started giving us production today, I'm expecting more upside potential to come here as well. The mighty Bitcoin. So right now, this trend line has been holding its own. All right, has been holding its own, but I don't like how it's just hugging and riding the trend line at this point. This trend line support is in danger of being violated unless we can do something here shortly. Right now, as it stands, we got a tiny little bit fraction of production out of the rally alert, but this is just day one. So unless we get another signal, right now the trade is to the long side of the market. I'm expecting the market to bounce and rally. All right. Next, we got ABC, Bitcoin Cash. Got a little bit of production, then the market quickly reversed. Still, I like this one to the trend line resistance around the 235 zone. All right. 88 Cardano, which has been mighty, has been pulling back, correcting a bit, operating under the auspices of the crash alert with rallies being sold off. This one right now is not done pulling back. I see more downside potential. The initial target is the trend line support down here. All right, so now we're at the segment here where we do request. So let me go ahead and start getting these together. As the rules go, you have until I say I'm done putting these in to get your request on and popping. All right, so if you got equity requests, go ahead and put them here. We're in the equity segment of our end of day report where I do take those requests. All right, so let's see here. All right. Pulling these up. Okay, let's see what else we got. I did see some earlier. Okay, I see you. All right, almost done. So you got a few more seconds to put your request in. Whatever you want me to take a look at. All right, let's see. All right, you got some interesting one here today, you guys. You give me some interesting ones. All right. Let's see. All right. Yeah, you give me some stuff I don't even have in my reports, I don't think. So I'll have to add these as well. The ones from last week have already been added, and they should be on the, you should be able to find them in the dashboard. Okay. Oh, I see you, Lucas. Yeah, I already talked about silver, my man. I did silver already. Yep, I did your silver. I didn't forget about it. I did that in the future segment. We actually started with the future segment tonight. Just FYI, in case y'all missed it. But what I do, I add SLV on here for you. Okay. Since we did the futures, I'll go ahead and do the ETF for you real quick. Matter of fact, I'll do you a solid and add AGQ. How about that? We'll add that one too. All right, let's see here. You guys got some real good ones tonight, man. I'm impressed. No silly requests here today. Y'all mean business out there, man. Somebody trying to get their trade on tonight, I see. I ain't mad at you. You got a nice little hodgepodge of stuff in here tonight. So you want to look at these miners. You got a lot of little stuff up in here. Let's see. All right, I see your ZRX on the crypto. I didn't see that when I was doing the crypto segment. So I'll just go ahead and throw it in this one, all right? Is that cool? We'll do that. Yeah, some of these companies I haven't even heard of, man. You guys been finding some rare birdies. Nice little rare birdies. All right. Whoa, no, you did not say uranium. Wow. I ain't traded that ticker in a minute. Okay, I see that one. All right. Very nice. Very nice. You guys must really think that the biotech sector is going to do a little something, don't you? All right. Well, you got to keep hope alive. I hear you. I hear you. You guys must think too that they're coming up with some kind of cure, huh? For the corona, for that roni. All right, I got y'all covered. All right, so going once, going twice. All right, that's a wrap. That is a wrap. All right, let me just go ahead and double check a few of these. I think I got this one in here. I'm gonna have to double check some of these. I'm almost certain at least half of these I know I got on the list. All right, let's come off of that. Let's go here. All right, we got quite a few tonight. Quite a few. All right, so we got. Let me try this one. I know this one's in here. I'm just not sure. I see some of you think there's going to be an all play coming up, huh? You might be right. You never know. All right, so the first one we got up here is Chevron. The ticker is CVX as in X-ray, all right? And as you can see, this one, we're getting downside production from the crash alert. Don't know if it's going to make its way down to the bottom of the Kumo cloud or not, but this would be the initial target. I got to go at the bottom of the Kumo cloud. So we're looking at around maybe 78 bucks in downside production if it can't find support. Yeah, so between 82 and 78, I think, is the initial target on Chevron. All right, give me another moment here. All right. All right. You asked me about the Z, so let's see here. ZRX. All right. All right, here we go. Next one is ZRX on the crypto side. Let's take a look. All right, so ZRX has a crash alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading, and the trend line support here is the initial target for this move. So crash alert on ZRX for tonight into tomorrow's trading. All right, the mighty Tesla still not wanting to pay its bills. All right, so nice rallied up today because right now we are operating under the auspices of the rally alert. And check it out. 1, 2, 3. It did it on the 4th day. Like I said, the indicators can lead the market 3 to 5 days out. It chose pretty much the last day on the 11th hour. The Tesla finally gave you some upside production. How much higher is it going to go from here is a big question mark. It is in a bull market, so anything's possible. Just remember, you guys, no matter how high it goes, at some point, it's going to correct and fill these gaps. Don't get it twisted. These gaps right here got to be reckoned with at some point. So I think this rally here has a high probability of getting sold. Just want to throw that out there for you. All right, Facebook, the book. All right, it's consolidated right here. It is mad consolidated. Nothing is happening, top side or bottom. It's trading in this really narrow range right now between 245 and 235. That's it. 245, 235. Can't make up its mind what it wants to do. Hasn't relocked back in as far as rallying is concerned. However, the play, technically speaking, is still to the long side of the market. So we'll see what happens. All right, on log me in, the ticker is LOGM as in Mary. We got a crash alert for tomorrow's trading. The trading ranges have become narrower and narrower in this equity. I've never seen nothing like this, where it's only trading 20-cent trading ranges a day. 20 cents. 20 cents trading range, really? 20 cents. Today's trading range was only 10 cents. 10 cents. It's been levitating up at these levels forever. You got 10-cent trading ranges. This must be one of those like really powerful dividend stocks or something. Did they just announce a huge dividend? Because traditionally back in the day, this is how those stocks move. Big dividend paying stocks, big blue chip stocks, even McDonald's and Philip Morris. They had a chart like this, but extended over years. They would move like this over years. All right. And then, what happened, history happened. It doesn't look like that no more. But this is traditionally this pattern right here. I want you guys to see this. This pattern is an old school pattern going back to the 1980s. All right, where you would have charts like McDonald's and Philip Morris. This trading range you see right here with this almost non-existent momentum. This is what these stocks look like over years. You can look at a weekly chart or a daily chart, didn't matter. It looked just like this. These old blue chip stocks. Back in the day, if you're wealthy, you put all your money into these and you wouldn't worry about it because you would be getting mad income because they paid good dividends and they didn't move. The stocks did not move. So this is neat that you see this chart pattern right here. And I figured I'd use it as a teachable moment for some of you younger cats out there that never seen this. But if you look at that historical chart data, you will see Philip Morris and companies like McDonald's and that the stocks never moved. They moved just like this, and they would stay like this for years, man. Those were the days, right? All right. So no, this one has a crash alert for tomorrow, and the trend line support should be the target, which is only a few cents away. But because it's all this pent up energy being elongated like this, you can expect a move like this at some point, ladies and gentlemen. You can expect a move like this at some point. I'm just saying. A move like this at some point. This is a bearish pointer. This blue thing right here is a bearish pointer. It's coming, so get ready. It's a coming. All right. BNTX, Bio and Tech. All right. So this one here has been giving you mad production off of a rally alert. Looks like 100 is going to be the initial target on this stock. So that is what we are expecting. It can go a lot higher than that, I know, but for right now, that's just the initial target. If you are a subscriber, just make sure that you're following the instructions listed in the daily report. All right, and trade accordingly. Pop your way through it with your stops, trailing your position. And this one here is now just been added to the reports, so you should start seeing it. All right, hopefully it has enough data to start popping up. It should, but I did just add it. All right, let's see. Brew Apron is the next one. The ticker is APRN. And right now, you're waiting for that alert. You got a rally alert on this one. This is just the first day in, so again, we got another few more days to see if this thing is going to manifest or if we get another trade signal. But keep in mind, it's happening below the Kumo cloud, even though you're in a bull market. This chart pattern right here is jacked the heck up. This is a wild, wild chart. It's rare to see a chart like this. This is crazy. Um, we'll see what happens, man. It needs to break out of this conundrum because it is looking whizzack. But the players to the upside, man. I think pullbacks will be bought in this market until they're not. All right, the next one is the UEC uranium ETF. I do believe this is in the system. Let me double check. I know a while back a lot of codes had to be deleted and reinserted because of changes from the exchange. Has nothing to do with you. It's just on my end with the repository. So let me just double check, make sure this one has been put back in its rightful place. Yes, it has. Great. All right. So this one has been, we got mad production off of the rally alert on this one, and it's already at its initial target, which is the top of the Kumo cloud. All right, so it's going to have to struggle now to get out of the cloud, and we need to get some consecutive closes outside of the cloud. Then I think you can see it try to make a run back at old resistance back up in here. So right now, the initial target for this run is $1.25. All right, that's where I believe this one is headed. Unless they do a reverse split, well, then that's a whole different ball game. All right, the next one here is Turning Point Brands. We got a crash alert for tomorrow. Our initial target for this one will be the trend line support. So heads up, crash alert tomorrow for Turning Point Brands, TPB, as we have a crash alert on the table. All right, now keep in mind our rally and crash alerts do tend to lead the markets 3 to 5 days out. This was not in the system. I just added it, so we should see it on the next report. All right, tomorrow's report's already gone out, so you'll see it on the next one. All right, this one is called Forward Air. The ticker is FWRD. We also have a crash alert here on this one for tomorrow's trading, as right now this market is looking like it doesn't love itself. It needs a little bit of love. It's been in this crazy wide trading range sideways pattern since March, and really I'll give it April. So you just been going nowhere. You're basically in the same price range you were in back in April on this particular stock. So this particular stock is basically stuck in quicksand, and we're going to wait to see if we get some production out of this. And once again, rally and crash alerts do tend to lead the market 3 to 5 days out. So again, the alert is going out on this one as well. I don't necessarily expect anything right away because it has been kind of stuck in the mud for so long, but we do got a crash alert, and the last couple crash alerts have been productive. So heads up if you're trading this one for tomorrow. All right, the next one is same stock. Okay, I put it here twice. All right. All right, this is AG, First Majestic Silver, really benefiting from the rally alert that we got here, getting mad production, had a little gap here. At some point, this will need to be back and filled, but I think the initial target on this one should be 12, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Now, I do believe that this one is already in the system, but I just want to double check, so give me a second. We'll see if it's in here. Wait a minute, we're having some issues here. Hold on one second. All right, I found it. Now let's see if it's in the system. Yes, it is. So you should find this one on the dashboard already tonight. So the trade is to the long side. I'm expecting more upside production. All right, here's Ford Motor Company. The ticker is F. We did get some downside production today. I believe more is on the table. I think it's going to try to test the trend line around $6. All right. All right, taking a look here at AGQ, same thing, rally alert. You gapped up today. I think you need to back and fill, and then this one should also go higher as well. The initial target on this one is $36. And like I said, you got the gap back in here. So at some point, this is going to have to back and fill as well. All right, SLV, talking about silver once again, staying with silver. This one gapped up too. I think this one has higher to go. I think the next target is at least 19-ish. So we'll see what happens with this one too. But the trade is to the long side of the market in SLV and AGQ. Now the next one here is XLE. This is the energy spider. We had that crash alert. We're starting to get some downside production off of that. I think more downside is on the table as it's coming and dropping below the trend, the Kumo cloud at this point. So I think that this one does have more downside potential. All right, now we're talking about the Bitcoin ETF. All right, we have this rally alert and we're waiting for production. I think the initial target is the overhead trend line resistance at around $10. All right, this one is IBIO, which has been added to the system. We have this rally alert here and we're starting to get super production on this one. A lot of upside momentum as well. I think it wants to continue to rise. Just remember, any gaps that are done on here at some point will need to be reckoned with as well. So back and fill is on the table if this is going to really make a serious, long-lasting run. I think that's what needs to happen. And this is already in the reports as well. So nice gap. Going to need to deal with that at some point. But I think this one has the potential to go a lot higher. A lot higher. All right, the next one here is KTOV. This is Kitove or Kitove Pharma. All right, and as you can see here, we're operating under the auspices of a crash alert. So I think it may drop to the trend line support around that 65 cent level before bouncing again, because you got to deal with this gap down here. So I think this is where this is going to have to end up pulling back to before it really takes off. And because it's a penny stock, you know, penny stocks can and tend to be volatile. So you have to trade going into it knowing that that is something that can and probably will happen in the near future. Not the distant future, but in the near future. All right, so you're going to want to trade accordingly. The good news is this is listed on the NASDAQ as opposed to just being some penny stock traded over the counter on a pink sheet. And I just added this one to the system as well. So what that generally means is that you can expect for this one to give you some good momentum once it starts to go. And I just added it to the report, so it will be on the next report as well. All right, this next one here is AstraZeneca. We have a crash alert for tomorrow. I think this is going to try to fill the gap here down around $54 a share, and then between $54 and $55 a share. Trend line setting right here around the $53 mark. So I do believe that it has the potential to go back and test trend line support, but it may stop short at around 55. So the question is it just going to fill the gap at 55, or does it want to drop further and test trend line support? That's always the question in a chart pattern similar to this one on the algo charts. So what is left to remain is exactly what is it going to do at the end of the day. All right, and I just added this one to the report as well. So this one will be in the system for the next report. All right, the next one here is GDXJ. So GDXJ had that gap up off of the powerful silver move today as well. Just needs to back and fill the gap, but the upside potential right now is unlimited. I think it wants to go to about 59. I think 59 is the target, the initial target for the initial move here. All right, the next one is GDX. So GDX had this gap too. I think it has more upside potential. I think the initial target here on GDX will be about $42. Between $41 and $42 a share should be the initial target on the upside potential here as well. All right, so here is the VIX. This is the ProShares short-term futures. All right, as you can see, downside production from the crash alert. So I'm expecting this one to continue to fall. It almost like it stopped short here right at the last support, but technically speaking, it has taken that support out. So I see a new leg now coming into play on this particular one. So the bears have wrestled control of the market on the VIXY. That is the ticker for the short-term VIX futures. It's VIXY. All right, that's the ETF that you'll be looking for if you're looking to trade the short-term VIX futures. And as you can see on the chart, it has downside potential. It's already taken out prior supports, and I do believe that it is working on another leg down coming here in the near future. So I think the trade on this one is still to the downside. Moving right along. The next one is the VIXM as in Mary. This is the midterm VIX futures. Same thing. The trade is to the downside, getting a lot of downside production now off of the crash alert. As you can see, these markets are behaving and obeying the alerts, whether they be crash alerts or rally alerts. The market is responding to those alerts. Like I said, you can violate if you want to and ignore the rally and crash alerts, but you do so at your own peril, as a majority of the time they do pan out, and or we just end up getting another signal. But you got to trade what the market's giving you. All right, so with that being done, man, I'm good to go. We're done. We finally licked it. We got it in. I saw you wanting to know, you asked about Chainlink. Just remember, the Chainlink chart is something that I have to work on and fix. So I do not have a chart to show you on that. Just a bunch of squiggly lines is all I got for you right now. What I would suggest, though, is to go by the report. All right, that is on our report, in our crypto report. So you do have that to go by. I would just follow the report's instructions there in this trade accordingly. All right, so that's all we got time for tonight. We're done. Remember, PulseWaveTrading.com. You can come over here and break bread with us. You get more in the reports that I have time to go into on the end of day report. It not only gives you the same information I'm giving you, but it adds the trading information on there as well as what to look for in order to, before putting on a long position or even a short position. It gives you intraday price inflection points, tell you where the stops are going to be held, that it can be ran, etc., etc., etc. And all that is available at PulseWaveTrading.com. And remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And I'm out. Peace.